What up, what up? This is A Hi Asian, and this is my first commentary in a long ass time. It's actually on top of my very first game after getting Black Ops. As you can see here, that I'm level 1. Welcome to the jungle! We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Honey, we know the names. We are the people that can't find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease. That's me trying to sing. But seriously, I'm playing on the map Jungle, playing as the Mac V SOG faction. Jungle, if you guys didn't know, is themed from Vietnam, which is my family's homeland. I was born and raised in northern Illinois, of course, but my mom and my dad were still in Vietnam during the war. And there's actually a pretty cool story I'll share with you guys later in a different commentary. Anyways, the MAC V SOG stands for Military Assistance Command Vietnam Studies and Operations Group. No wonder why they shortened it, right? Which was a highly classified multi-service United States Special Ops unit which conducted covert unconventional warfare operations prior to and during the Vietnamese War. That's a pretty cool fact I learned from Wikipedia. You guys could look it up if you guys want. I also found it cool that the first game I played takes place in Vietnam, and I play as a group that was there to help my family fight the North Vietnamese communists. Thanks a lot, America. As you can see in the game, I end up winning, but this is by far not my greatest game I played. But I figured it'd be cool for others to see my first game, and the fact that it took place in Vietnam and playing as the Mac V SOG was pretty cool to me. So I also want to share a story with you guys about the night I picked up Black Ops because it was a pretty unique game purchasing experience for me. I go to pay for my pre-order early at GameStop at like 9ish or so, and also to get my trading credit for Modern Warfare 2, which was like $15 or so. As I was paying, I noticed they had a flyer there for our local Hooters, which was hosting a tournament with GameStop, free-for-all on Modern Warfare 2. Well, I had nothing else better to do and didn't want to wait in line, so I decided why not give it a try, and worst comes to worst, I could have a few beers and watch Monday Night Football. There was something like 60 or 70 people there for the tournament, and then another 30 or so people there to watch the Steelers game that was on that night. It was mostly free-for-all on high-rise and scrapyard. We could only use the default weapons and iron sights only. Being as I was trying to win the tournament, I pulled out the try-hard class of the UMP, Marathon, Lightweight, and Steady Aim. Didn't want to go with Commando, but I ended up placing second, playing on the Xbox 360, which I haven't played on in months, winning a $25 gift card and getting a priority spot in line. So no waiting in line, got 2 big beers down in my system, and I even got a Hooters girl phone number. And even to top it off even better, the people that were waiting in line since 4 o'clock were upset at us because we didn't even have to wait at all. Pretty good night in my opinion, and to top it off, my first game was actually not too bad either. Got pretty lucky, as you can see so far. And I haven't even mentioned on what class I'm using. I'm using the default SMG class with the MP5K, which was my favorite gun in Modern Warfare 2. And this game is not too bad, honestly. It kind of feels more like the MP5 in COD 4, which was my favorite gun in COD 4, aside from the AK-74U. I want to say that I'm pretty upset that they didn't give me the option to put an infrared scope on the MP5K. Those of you that know my gameplay on Modern Warfare 2 know that I love using the thermal MP5K. You can go back and look. I used to use it to wreak havoc against all those quickscopers by counter quickscoping them and screaming in their ear afterwards that they got quickscoped in the kill cam. So I was very upset that they took that out as an option. The ACOG scope just isn't as the same as the infrared scope or the thermal. With that being said, I want to go over some of the things I do like about Black Ops during the rest of the commentary. First off, there are a lot of notable changes compared to previous COD games. The addition of COD money was awesome. Me and my brother thought it was a great idea that they should have brought in money as a factor after playing Metal Gear Solid 4. If you ever played that before, they had Drebin points, which was used to buy attachments for guns and different guns and things of that nature, which was pretty cool. So they brought that in. Wager matches is fun too. It is kind of annoying sometimes in the higher lobbies because people camp a lot. That, along with in the lower lobbies, some people don't even want to double down, and it's only $10 extra. I don't understand that. Customization of guns and emblem is pretty cool too. I kind of wish it was more like Forza's vinyl editor. If you ever played that, it was a very, very in-depth option to customize the way that your car looked graphic-wise. You could make custom shapes, kind of like how you do with the emblem maker right now, but a lot more layers to it. Theater mode is awesome too. There's some things I didn't like about it, or things that they should fix, like the elevation, and it's kind of hard to track or trace like a grenade that's flying in the air or a hakatam whenever you're trying to trace those. The slow motion is kind of hard to control too, so hopefully they'll find some way to dedicate buttons for elevation and dedicate button for a slow motion. In addition to those things, there's the small things that they had too, which was great in my opinion. Audio settings, I always hated in the previous COD games where the music would go off with 1 minute left during search and destroy and you couldn't hear anything at all. You could change those settings. That, along with the announcer, whenever you got a kill streak, he always announced it. Whenever you had it saved, he'd always announce it every time you died and respawned. So you could change the settings of that, which was great. I hated hearing that all the damn time. Something else that they changed was the removal of death streaks. Oh my gosh, I cannot explain how happy I am about this. I always thought it was totally stupid how they rewarded basically people that were not doing good, and that made the people that were doing good suffer, or everyone suffered technically. Even the people that were doing bad in the game still were annoyed and suffered by other people that were doing bad. So the removal of death streaks, totally happy about that, especially Painkiller. I can't even explain how happy I am. That, along with the non-stacking kill streak, which was pretty cool in my opinion. I'm all for making games a little bit more difficult for people and myself. It's a challenge. I hate being spoon-fed. And I guess I have to wrap this up because this game's about to end, and I just owned that guy right there. I'm going to be making a few more commentaries pretty soon here because I want to go over the things I don't like about Black Ops, and there's quite a lot of it, so I'm going to have to break that up into 2 different parts. That, along with my booster hunting series, I got my second episode that I didn't have a chance to upload in time. That should be up pretty soon, so check back on my channel. If you want, feel free to like my Facebook fan site. The link is on my channel page on the left hand side, so go to there, like it. I'll be updating that page, and if you want, start a discussion. I can start a discussion on there also. Aside from that, you guys have a good night, good day, whatever time that you're watching the video, and peace out.